Intercloud, Sunrise, and Swisscom are happy to showcase together some of the applications that you can leverage now if you want to enhance the security and the reliability of your data communications while gaining a real control on it. This is made possible by the SCiON Internet, which is a global network combining the infrastructure of the different SCiON-enabled service providers. Today, for the demo, we deployed some applications in Paris and in San Jose, California. Several users connected via different service providers in Switzerland will try to access these applications. You will also be able to see how easy it is for administrators to implement business policies, as for example, some restrictions in terms of jurisdiction to go through between the users and the applications. Before we start, let me introduce Eamon and Alison, which are part of the company using the solution. Eamon is working from the office, which has a SCiON enterprise access provided by Sunrise. This location also has an Anapaya Edge, which is a high-speed and fully controllable gateway to the SCiON Internet. Alison is working from home. She has an access provided by Bluin, the residential brand of Swisscom. Swisscom is hosting a SCiON user gateway in its backbone, offering an access to the SCiON business network to residential customers without the need of an edge gateway on-premise. For this use case, we have an AWS cloud instance hosting an application in Paris. This AWS instance is also hosting a virtual NFI Edge gateway and is securely connected to the SCiON infrastructure of Intercloud. Here we will demonstrate that it is possible to give access to a cloud instance via the SCiON Internet, with users connected through different SCiON-enabled providers. Now, as you can see, Eamon, who is working from an office connected by Sunrise, can securely connect to the application. Let's have a look at Alison, who is working from home and is connected by Swisscom. She can also securely access the application without any edge on her premise. She is using Swisscom's user gateway. Does it mean that anybody connected to the internet from home can access the application? Let's have a look at Dalton, who does not have an access to the SCiON Internet. As you can see, he cannot reach the application at all. Here we will demonstrate that even if we are on a public network involving different service providers, it is possible to get a super reliable communications leveraging the multipathing feature of SCiON. For this use case, we have a data center in San Jose, California. This data center has an Anapaya Edge gateway and two SCiON connections, one to a point of presence of Swisscom in Los Angeles, another to a point of presence of Intercloud in Ashburn. Both Intercloud and Swisscom are transporting the international traffic to Switzerland. On this SCiON path visualization tool, you can see that there are at least two paths between Switzerland and San Jose. Now, let's ask Eamon to connect to one of the applications hosted in San Jose. Here you can see that the traffic is using one of the paths. Now, let's simulate an incident on the link connecting San Jose to Los Angeles. As you can see, the traffic immediately switched to the second global network, and no noticeable interruption of the application happened. Here we will show you how easy it is to implement a policy having an impact on the paths that are used. For this use case, let's stay on the previous setup with a data center of San Jose. We will now assume this data center also hosts a very sensitive application and that the company wants to make sure that the carrier of this data is under the Swiss jurisdiction. So the data of the application used for the previous use case can go through any provider, but the data from the sensitive application must go exclusively through the Swisscom and Sunrise. Here you can see the traffic going through Intercloud. Let's change the configuration of the edge to force the sensitive application to use only networks that are under a Swiss jurisdiction. Let's deploy it in real time. Now you can see that the traffic pattern changed. The traffic from the sensitive application only uses Swisscom for the international transport. During this demo, you have seen that the SCiON Internet is a public network connecting together users and applications through all the SCiON-enabled service providers. You have also seen that it is possible to connect to cloud instance from offices with an NFI Edge as a gateway, and from home with the NFI user gateway installed in the service provider backbone. Then you have seen global data flow between San Jose and Switzerland could take advantages of multipath to drastically increase the reliability of the communications. Finally, you have seen how easily it is to implement business policies like the jurisdiction restriction use case. And for the demo of the security features, you should trust us for now. We didn't want to generate a DDoS or a BGP hijacking attack today. Everything you have seen today was done on productive networks. If you want, you can reach out to your account manager from Intercloud, Sunrise, or Swisscom and order sign services right now.